Welcome to another edition of Arizona Living. Today we're going to talk about why I moved to Phoenix, Arizona. Stay tuned! What the hell's wrong with me today? I need water. Let's try this again. Welcome to another edition of Arizona Living. Today we're going to talk about why I moved to Phoenix, Arizona. Stay tuned! So guys, at this point, I have over 250 videos. Now, I don't expect everyone to actually watch all my old videos. And yes, I have over 250. There's actually more like 260, but some of them have to do with being a vegan and things that have nothing to do with Arizona. But my point is, a lot of the newer viewers are not going to go back and watch the older content. So that gives me an opportunity to redo some of my older videos. So today we're going to talk about specifically why me, Sam Santiago, I'll post the little fancy thing, you can see how I spell my name on the bottom, why I personally moved to Phoenix, Arizona. Little bit of a story. I grew up in Brooklyn, halfway through high school, moved overseas to New Jersey, and at first I hated Jersey, grew to absolutely love New Jersey. In fact, I got a tattoo. You guys are probably tired of me showing it to you. And I loved New Jersey with all my heart. Loved, specifically Denville, New Jersey. I know Denville has a rap. Some people like it, some people don't. Me, I personally love it. So why did I move? If I love Jersey so much, why would I move across the country? It's a long story, but I'm going to condense it for you. Primarily two reasons. Number one, I got laid off from my job. And number two, I was going through a divorce. So let's talk about number one. The reason why I got laid off is because the company I was working at got bought out by Pfizer. Now Pfizer, I have nothing bad to say. They took good care of me. Really good care of me. I got nothing bad to say about Pfizer. And it was unfortunate, I worked at a beautiful campus in Madison, New Jersey, and everyone got laid off. It wasn't just me. I didn't do anything wrong, But after that, I decided I would try to do a career change. It was a good opportunity for me at the time, and I tried my hand at becoming a professional speaker. And that's why I wrote the book, and just for credibility's sake. I never wanted to set out to be an author. I don't particularly like writing, to be honest with you. But I had lots and lots of editing help. The book reads really well, I mean, when I read that book once in a blue moon, I have a copy of the book by the toilet downstairs, right? So occasionally I'll pick it up and flip through it and I'll read it and I'll forget I even wrote it. I'm like, oh, this is some good stuff. Anyway, the problem with being a professional speaker, from what I found, what I envisioned being a professional speaker was that I would roll up to a place, convention center, whatever, give my 45-minute keynote, sign some books in the back of the room, shake some hands, and then leave. But that's not the reality of the situation. Nowadays, they want you to not only do your 45 minutes, but they want you to actually do a breakout session and spend quality time with these executives and really customize your talk around their business. I didn't want to do all that. Plus, on top of that, the speaking bureaus won't even deal with you unless you're already successful. So it's a catch-22 situation. So that's the job portion of why I relocated. Now, the job market was not fantastic at the time. And to be honest, I wasn't really trying all that hard to find a new job because I really wanted to make the speaking thing work. Now, the second reason, which I would say is 99% why I relocated, is because my marriage was kaput. I was previously married in New Jersey to someone, and we fought like cats and dogs about money. And at the time, before I got laid off, I was making good money. But she, for the 5 previous years, was trying to start her own home-based business. And she would make some money. I'm not saying she didn't make any, but it was... And so I would go buy groceries and I'd be petrified that my debit card would get declined. Meanwhile, I was making really good money, and I begged her to get a job. After I lost my job especially, I was like, you really need to just forget about this business, get a regular traditional job. And she point blank refused. okay? And I'm not gonna get into details. She did some stuff, so my trust with her was gone. And so at that point, I was like, you know, I don't have a job. I don't want to be here anymore living with this woman. I gotta do something. And that's when I reached out to my mom, my brother, who had already moved down to Arizona 9 years prior. And my brother offered me a free place to stay in his condo till I got settled. So that was why I relocated. I shipped out 10 boxes and I went cross country in my car with my dog and my dad, and we drove to Arizona. I never, ever, ever, ever intended on staying in Arizona permanently. And that was like 8 years ago. I never intended on staying here. Trust me, believe that. I hated Arizona. I visited several times before I moved here. I hated it then. I was not a fan of it for the first 7 years I lived here at all. Point blank. And I make that very clear in these videos. I'm not, oh, Arizona's the best place on earth. I love Arizona. No, that's not me. That's not me, bro. No. You know why I got this tattoo? I got this tattoo way before I started this channel to remind me that eventually I was going back home. That's why I got this tattoo. Arizona, I've grown to appreciate it. I've grown to like it. Do I love it? No. No. I don't love it. But I can't go back home because comparing life here to life there, it's better here. It just is. You know, people in New York, they have this mentality that they're better than everybody else. And I see that. I see that. I get it. I get it. We're wolves over there, man. We are hustlers. We get whatever the hell we want. There are no rules in New York. You do whatever the hell you want. And that's why, frankly, a lot of successful people are from New York, because we fight, and we fight 30, and we do whatever it takes to win. And that's kind of the mentality over there. So when you have a New Yorker that comes to a place like Arizona, you're going to kick ass, you know? So it's the same thing for Chicago. You come here, you're going to be a winner. You're going to kick some serious ass because you have people here, natives, you know, sheep. They're not wolves like we are, you know? I'm going to get in trouble on the internet for saying that, but I don't care. You guys from New York, you know, Chicago, you know what I'm saying, you know? Again, I never really intended on being here forever and ever, but in comparing living Arizona to New York, New Jersey, and this video is not supposed to be a comparison between the two. Bottom line, I could live in a beautiful house here that I could never afford over there. I don't feel like all congested, like on top of each other. There's actually room. They're building like crazy over here. All the same stuff that I was used to over there, they're building over here. The only thing they don't have here that they have in New York is like an ocean, but you don't want to go in the ocean in New York anyway. You know, such is life. Nothing is perfect. Nothing. But I've grown to appreciate Arizona. I like Arizona. Now, look, I'm even wearing an Arizona t-shirt. But yeah, I still have the accent. I still got the New York attitude. And, you know, that is why I moved to Phoenix, Arizona, okay? Primarily, and there were other reasons, but primarily it was to start over, like a Phoenix Rising. Now, speaking of Phoenix Rising, I have a new t-shirt coming out. I'm still waiting for the sample. I still haven't actually worn it to make sure I like it, but the name of the shirt is Like a Phoenix. That's what I'm calling it. It's the Phoenix symbol, the city of Arizona, you know. It's not the city of Phoenix, a symbol. It's something I had made up. But it looks nice. It almost looks like a superhero shirt, you know, with the big bird. It looks nice. I like it, but I haven't actually seen it in person yet. So when I see it, you'll see it. Sour Patch, quiet. That concludes another edition of Arizona Living. Be sure to like, subscribe, let me know below. Why are you considering relocating to the Valley of the Sun? Till next time!